Hello everyone, Happy New Year. We have a lot of upcoming catalysts for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, including the Bitcoin ETF possibly being announced this week with a deadline next week on January 10th. And so they all submitted updated applications last week Friday. That was the deadline for that. They went ahead and added the authorized participants, where we found out that JP Morgan is going to be supporting the Bitcoin ETF as well, which was a big surprise. And so they noted here that they could notify issuers as soon as Tuesday or Wednesday this week that they've been cleared to launch the following week. And so this is definitely something to keep an eye on. This is going to have a big impact on the entire cryptocurrency industry. Now, a lot of people I don't think realize how early we still are on this. We're ahead of a lot of institutional investors, especially on some of the smaller altcoins. Now, they have all heard of Bitcoin, they may be buying Bitcoin, and so we may get some of those announcements once the Bitcoin ETF has been approved. And so this is definitely something to keep an eye on. We also have other catalysts coming up for this year as well. As I mentioned, we have the Bitcoin ETF decision next week. We have Ethereum having an upgrade to reduce layer 2 fees and congestion in February. And so layer 2 cryptocurrencies are going to be something to keep an eye on with that upcoming catalyst there. We also have the Bitcoin halving coming up in April. And historically, we have seen Bitcoin price continue to increase. And then lastly, we have the Ethereum spot ETF decision that has been delayed until May. And so that's when the final decision is going to be due, very similar to the Bitcoin ETF decision that is due next week. And so I would assume if the Bitcoin ETF gets approved, we're going to see a lot of these other ETFs get approved much sooner. I don't expect the Ethereum ETF decision to be made in May. I would expect that to be made possibly by February. And then we're going to also see other applications coming in for other cryptocurrencies. And so this is definitely something to keep in mind. And so if you're interested, you can follow me at Altcoin Hero on Twitter as well. And then if you're interested in knowing any of my trades that I am personally making, you can also check out the link underneath the video to Patreon, which will provide access to a Discord with my buy and sell alerts. And so we have done very well. We have bought Injective around $6. We're up almost 600% on that position. We bought Metis right around $20. And so since then, we're up about 400%. And then we have also been buying Trios as well. And we're up over 400% on that position. And so if you're interested in trading, make sure to check out the link underneath the video. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Now, I've had a lot of attention on Bitcoin with the Bitcoin ETF. However, I do not think Ethereum has been getting the attention that it deserves. We have seen the long-term holder percentage surpass Bitcoin. Now, this is the second time it has ever done that. And so we can see that people are hanging on to Ethereum long-term as well, expecting the price to go up. And so this is definitely a cryptocurrency that I think is going to do well over the next couple of months. As I mentioned, the ETF for Ethereum has been pushed back to May. However, if the ETF is approved here next week for Bitcoin, I think the ETF for Ethereum will follow shortly thereafter. We also have Raul Paul here on Twitter mentioning that Ethereum is falling behind as well. So we can see that Bitcoin was $44,000 in February 2021, which is currently where it's priced today, just slightly below that. And then we have Ethereum here. At that time was $1,400. It is now trading at $2,250. 9 months later, Ethereum was up 245%, while Bitcoin was only up 45%. And so this is just showing that Ethereum is going to catch up to Bitcoin. It's probably going to outperform Bitcoin. And with that, there's many altcoins that are also going to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so I'm going to be going over that throughout this video. I have a few different trades that I think will do very well over the next couple of months. And so make sure to stay until the end there. And so we can take a look at this on the chart as well here. We can see Bitcoin's up substantially. However, Ethereum is falling behind. It's not caught up to Bitcoin. We can see in the past here, it has followed Bitcoin relatively close. Now, yes, there was some spikes maybe, depending on different catalysts or cryptocurrencies that are built on the Ethereum blockchain that are really starting to take off, could potentially drive the price of Ethereum. However, right now, Ethereum is still falling behind Bitcoin. And so I do expect this to start catching up here. I mentioned this multiple times in various different videos on the channel. I would expect Ethereum to be trading at about $3,000 currently. And so I think this is a cryptocurrency that's currently undervalued. So let's go ahead and take a look at this as well from Paul. We can see that only in our weird and wonderful crypto corner of the world can Ethereum do 100%. Everyone is utterly miserable because Solana went up 1,000%. And we're going to see this a lot. There's a lot of different altcoins that are going to be doing 100%, and then people are going to be chasing other cryptocurrencies that have 1,200% gains. However, just find the cryptocurrencies that you think are going to do very well, have a really good use case, have a very good team, and they will catch up. And so that's the case with Ethereum right now. A lot of people are looking at Solana as leading the market. However, Ethereum is going to catch up here. Like I said, Ethereum is going to come up above $3,000. We're going to see many other altcoins follow there as well when that does happen. And so we're going to see many other altcoins follow when that does happen. Now, like I mentioned before, I think this is a once in a lifetime opportunity here. Right now, you're being able to get in before institutional investors. There's other smaller altcoins that will be utilized. I'm going to be mentioning some of those here. I personally focus on cryptocurrencies that have a very strong team, have utility to continue to drive the price up, and that's going to solve a real world problem. That's definitely something I want to focus on. I don't want to get into smaller projects that have the potential of a rug pull, and so I really try to focus on potential projects that have long-term growth and long-term sustainability. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the first one here. We have Stellar. Again, this has been around for a long time. This tends to move with Ripple. However, right now this has been under accumulation here since the last bull run. I think we are in the accumulation phase, and so when we do start breaking out of this here, I think we will start seeing massive gains on Stellar. Now, Stellar also has a catalyst coming up as well here. They are working on launching smart contracts on the Stellar platform, and so they are going to be voting on that at the end of January. And so this is a catalyst I am keeping an eye on personally. And so the next cryptocurrency here I want to take a look at is in the AI space. This is Render here. They are focusing on GPU computing. Now, there has been talks that they have potentially partnered with Apple. Their Altcoin software, which is the parent company of Render, has been shown in many different Apple events, and so there is definitely potential for that. Now, Apple is going to be launching their Vision Pro headset in February of 2024. Now, this could be a big catalyst for Render. I expect the price to start moving up. Now, if you want to be ahead of the game, you could potentially get in a position now. Again, that's not financial advice. This is just my opinion and what I am seeing in the market, so make sure you do your own research. And so the last cryptocurrency I want to talk about here is Oasis Protocol. This is a cryptocurrency that I personally think is undervalued. It's still trading under a $1 billion market cap. It is currently trading right around 900 million right now. And this is currently trading at about 13.7 cents. I've been mentioning this since about 7 cents. This is a very valuable cryptocurrency that I think is undervalued and can do extremely well. Now, even at 13.7 cents, I still think there's a lot of upside for this cryptocurrency as they continue to grow. They have partnerships with Meta and other large corporations. And so again, this is a cryptocurrency with utility. They're solving a real world problem with privacy. And so this is definitely something that I am keeping an eye on. And so if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next video.